The alternative to a nuclear deal with Iran would appear to be a military conflict, and the U.S. has a major presence in the Middle East right now. Today, Iran and Russia conducted joint naval drills in the Gulf of Oman. Here's Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin.
With the drums of war beating louder, in the Strait of Hormuz, Iran and Russia held live-fire naval exercises, which included vessel raids and ship seizures, and sent a notice to airmen not to fly over Iranian airspace during the drills, which could include cruise missiles. The U.S. is engaged in the largest military buildup in the Middle East since the eve of the Iraq War. The Pentagon has deployed more than 120 warplanes to the region, including 50 in the past 48 hours. F-15 fighter jets, stealth F-35s, KC-135 refueling tankers, and a squadron of F-22 Raptors. 6 of the Raptors are now en route to the UK after having to turn back to their base for technical reasons yesterday. Plane spotters in Israel have reported seeing an unmarked aircraft landing with U.S. Special Operations Forces. Poland's Prime Minister Donald Tusk told any Polish citizens to leave Iran immediately.
I don't want to scare anyone with any possible developments, but we all know what I'm talking about. The possibility of a heated conflict is very, very real.
The USS Ford aircraft carrier strike group is near the Strait of Gibraltar, but still a few days from the eastern Mediterranean.
Wow, right? With a capital W-O-W. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pierce, and welcome again to my channel this Friday. Happy Friday, February 20th of 2026. I have 1:13 in the a.m. Yes, 1:13 in the a.m. I'm up late. Had a beautiful live show, and then I went jogging and ate and got on the phone and thought I'd spit out this video because, like you, I heard that we could be having a conflict this weekend. And many of you all have been putting this in the chat, and people have put this on other Christian mediums, that is, other YouTube and other podcasters, that we could be going to see our Lord very soon. Or we could be going through a H-E-L-L. I'd rather just go see the Lord, right? People, what I'm looking at is that they're literally telling us this buildup is unprecedented. I really can't remember a time where we put that much of American hardware, military, ships, and vessels, arms, planes, in a short period of time. I just can't recall. The only thing I can think of is Afghanistan back in the day, but we were there forever. This Middle East conflict and some more ships on the way. And the position is, well, we're ready to strike. Well, let me throw this at you. Suppose we don't get that chance. I mean, Trump has been bragging. I said this the other day. He's been bragging that he's got this secret weapon, discombobulator, something like that. Well, if you get hit first, you might not be able to activate it, but by the time you activate it, you didn't got a busted lip and a busted eye. So this threat of striking, I don't know, we might get hit first. I'm not trying to be negative toward the country. I'm just saying, I don't know, you put it in the chat. I think we talk too much. This thing of selling these wolf tickets through the press. I mean, you're crying wolf. How seriously are they going to take this thing? Because, this Ayatollah Khomeini, I went through that in the 70s, covering this story way back in the day. You guys see my newspaper reports. I've been covering this thing for a long time. This one feels different. Like someone said in the chat today, these days of Noah and these rumors of wars, this is it. This will be the last one. Will they do some damage just to get Iranians' attention that they're not playing? Or will it be all out? I hate to say it, if the intent is to get their attention, I just don't think this is going to work. I don't get the same feel this will be a Venezuela going in, do what you got to do, or hit a few ships and make your point. Let's go to the next video.
Our chief national security correspondent, Jennifer Griffin, she's here with us in Washington, and this is a big deal that's shaping up, Jen.
It certainly feels that way, John. It's a bit surreal seeing the juxtaposition of President Trump presiding over the Board of Peace while preparing for war in the Middle East. The U.S. is engaged in the largest military buildup since the eve of the Iraq War. In the Strait of Hormuz, Iranian state television aired footage of a joint Iran-Russia live-fire naval drill, which included vessel raids and ship seizures. Iran also sent a notice to airmen not to fly over Iranian airspace during the drills, which could include cruise missiles. The Pentagon has deployed more than 120 warplanes to the Middle East, including 50 in the past 48 hours. This includes 48 F-15 fighter jets, 18 stealth F-35s, 22 KC-135 refueling tankers needed to form an air bridge, and a squadron of F-22 Raptors. 6 are now en route to the UK after having to turn back to their base for technical reasons yesterday. The total number of E-3 Sentry AWACS deployed to the region, 6. Sending the AWACS marks a significant change in strategic posture. It's an all-weather airborne warning and control system with an integrated command and control battle management to provide an accurate real-time picture of the battle space for the Joint Air Operations Center. All eyes now are on the USS Ford aircraft carrier strike group, which is nearing the Strait of Gibraltar, but still a few days from the Eastern Mediterranean. It's fine.
So at the end, basically the same report. Can you say mega presence? Mega presence? And this last one I found the most interesting. Watch this here. If the United States did strike Iran, what would they target? More nuclear facilities, energy facilities? What are they looking to strike to get Iran to want to stop being nuclear threat? Now you gotta remember, we had this situation back in October 7th of 2023 when Hamas hit Israel by surprise. And this is why I'm talking about the element of surprise. Because according to Israel, they were caught off guard. They hit Israel on October 7th of 2023 by land, sea, and air. So if there was a surprise, right, and it worked, the retaliation was hell on earth, but the surprise was, it was something to think about. Well, we got a situation that could definitely happen here. That's why I'm saying, all through the media, I'm looking at, well, Trump could hit this weekend. Trump got this, Trump got that. Well, wait a minute. Back in the day, it was a surprise. You're not making a surprise, you're making an announcement. If we get hit first, the surprise is on us. And again, from my research, the last 40-some years covering this Middle Eastern area, they don't view death the way we do. Putting a backpack bomb on somebody, taking out 40 and 50 people, that's Allah. I'm going to heaven. We're at war. There's a difference in our mentality. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to get caught off guard. And I believe that's what the powers want. They want America to suffer. They want us to implode. They want us to get caught off guard. They want the alleged sales. I'm going to say it again. I believe the powers have allowed sales, C-E-L-L-S, to come over here in this country. And that will be their cue. We got struck first by surprise. News media goes crazy. And boom, we're caught off guard. And the rest is history. How much damage will be done, I don't know. And like I said before, I believe that's why they have the National Guard here in our cities. It's not just for the illegals. It's for the cities that they believe where the cells could then start making moves in our cities. So people, I want you to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically for this, because, you know, look at the headlines that you're seeing everywhere. These are the wolf tickets. I mean, I don't care where you go. These are the type of wolf tickets that are out there. And this is uncharted territory. These are uncharted waters for us in this generation. There aren't too many people who are around from World War II. And people, I would say over 50% don't remember the Vietnam War. So this is uncharted territory. We usually come out unscathed. It's usually something that only happens on the foreign turf. We're used to hearing about it overseas, in the Middle East, so on and so forth. We haven't heard about too much happening over here. So, of course, we're not prepared either. But prayerfully so, we're gonna have to get prepared, people. Again, it's late at night. I thought I'd run this past you. And I think I'll call this video the element of surprise. The element of surprise. And believe it or not, I believe that's planned as well. God bless. And I pray Jesus comes very soon. Because we've got mad people in positions who call themselves politicians. But the more and more I think about it, what people said in my live tonight, and we're on one accord with that. These just might be fallen angels creating these events because they have a goal, and it's a world goal. God bless.